What if Dareth became Lord Roz's shatterspin warrior? The real question is, how would this even happen? Now, before the merge took place, Dareth actually owned a successful bar called Laffy's Karaoke Club. It was so famous that there were people all around the block just trying to get in. Not to mention, he was also a lawyer, and a really good one too. In fact, making him made me break about 3 Lego pieces. And in order to get people to go to him, he had the best ads. Like, you have to see this one. And he was finally able to get together with Gale Gossip. And then the merge happened. Everything was chaos, and then Dareth landed without food or water or money or anything. Now, if you didn't already know, Dareth actually has an elemental power. He went to Mistake to give him some tea, which gave him the elemental power of brown, which is just brown. So once he started a food shop to get money, he told everyone about his elemental powers. And then one day, Lord Roz just happened to be listening to 2 men who were talking about a guy with elemental powers. And Lord Roz needed someone with elemental powers in order to get a shatterspin warrior, in order to become super powerful and destroy anyone who stood in his way. So of course he approached Dareth and asked him, hey, could you help me out? And told Dareth could become the strongest elemental master in the world. But Dareth was still a bit hesitant, so Lord Roz had to seal the deal with this. And of course, Dareth agreed. So Lord Roz put him in some new cool drip. So let's time skip to the time where Lord Roz fights a ninja.
Behold what becomes of an elemental master who has studied the lost teachings of the Forbidden Five.
Wait a second, these are my friends, the ninja. I can't hurt them. Wait a second, how come you totaled those Cloud Kingdom guys back there?
Ah, my trophies! Why would someone steal them? Why? Why?
They were the ones that made it happen. And the ninja have never hurt me. Wait, what? Hey, who are those 3? Oh, those are our new ninja recruits. Wait, so you replaced me? Lord Roz, hit it! And I think you probably know what happens next. If you like to do animation or you like to voice act, you can join our Discord server. Here we do all kinds of LEGO Ninjago collabs, like this video being one of our recent videos. So if you're interested, go check the description for a link. What if our new protagonist, Arin, was part of the Imperium? Well, how would this even happen? Let's just say young Sora did not create the Photag as a kid, and didn't learn about how Imperium made their power. The merge happens as usual, and instead of escaping, Sora ends up outside the Imperium. She meets Arin, who tells her his story, and Sora invites Arin to stay in the Imperium. And since Arin had nowhere to be, he follows. If Arin lived in the Imperium, I think he would be a dragon keeper. I gave him this Imperium armor so dragons don't hurt him, this crystallized armor piece because I thought it would look cool, his head of course, and for the accessories I gave this minifigure a water bucket for dragons to drink the water. I also gave him a key to lock up the cages at night, and I thought of giving him a ball on the other hand so dragons can play with it. So I went ahead and colored the minifigure. I just gave him some light printing on his face and recolored the armor, but that's really it. What if Sensei Wu took in Lloyd Garmadon at the start of Ninjago? In the original timeline, Garmadon abandoned his son, forcing him to go to Darkleys and be hung on poles by the ninjas. Well, if he was raised right, then the Hypno Bride would have never been awakened, and nor would Pythor. No one would be able to unleash the Great Devourer, and so therefore Garmadon wouldn't need the golden weapons to stop it. He would never create the mega weapon and never travel to the Dark Island. Garmadon and the Overlord won't meet and the final battle won't happen. And so without Pythor and the Crystal King, Rebooted would not happen. Meaning that Zane's sacrifice won't either. And remember, the only reason Master Chen got the ninja to come to the Tournament of Elements was because Zane was there. And without a living Anachondri, Master Chen couldn't carry out his plans anyway. This means Moro would never be released. So if Garmadon never sent Klaus into the Cursed Realm, Nauticon couldn't be released either. However, Lloyd being raised right wouldn't stop the Hands of Time from coming and fighting the ninja. Now you might think it would end the same way, but remember, Garmadon is still alive. Unlike the ninja, Garmadon would actually be able to kill snakes and would have helped Rue fight Alpha Chronix at the start of the season. So I think the ninjas could secure a win. For our custom minifigure, I took a crystallized torso and a Lloyd hairpiece along with this wrapped in armor to make this minifigure. After that, I colored a little and got this.
The reason Garmadon is not yellow is because the final battle never happened, and we do know despite being evil, he can still unite and ally against a common enemy. Now, Harumi would have no motive for becoming evil because the Great Devourer was never awakened. And since Season 9 didn't happen, the Oni would never come. Seasons 11 and 12 would still happen regardless. The Master of the Mountain might not happen because the only reasons the ninja ended up in Chitara was because of their prominence. And since like 66% of the seasons didn't happen, they probably aren't super famed. Island and Seabound will still happen because there's no reason for them not to. But Crystallize will not happen because Harumi doesn't exist. So if someone raised Lloyd properly, then 66% of Ninjago wouldn't happen. Everyone has always asked, what if Kai was the green ninja? But then what would that make Lloyd? A useless orphan that no one likes? Unless Lloyd decides to wear Kai's gi. But as you can tell, there are two things wrong with this minifigure. Number 1, he's not wearing a headband. Number 2, his eyes are the wrong color. So to make our Lloyd minifigure, I simply just changed the colors. And then I gave Kai the proper headband he needed. But wait, who gets a sword of fire? I have a simple solution to this. I have a trash one and a smash one. I think you know where they go. But why are we wasting our time talking about this when we could be asking ourselves, why wasn't Dareth the green ninja? I mean, he's the master of Riz Jitsu. He literally owns his own bar and also happens to be a lawyer at the same time. And this guy helped destroy a whole realm. But how would this happen? Now I think we would have figured out that both Nia and Lloyd didn't react to the golden weapons. So he had to go out in public and have a ton of random people try out the golden weapons. But nothing worked up until our Lord and Savior came. They all started floating for Dareth. And just like that, he's the green ninja. Dareth actually looks really good. But now Dareth's the green ninja, what would that make Lloyd? I mean, I guess he could take Dareth's place at the bar, but I'm pretty sure that's not even legal at his age. Lloyd does have one more option he can choose instead of a bartender. It's becoming a samurai. Surprisingly enough, Lloyd does have a samurai minifigure in the upcoming book, The Secret World of Ninja. You know, I think Dareth would be a great green ninja. Like, imagine this. Why don't we try some other ninja, like Nia? If you're wondering how this would happen, the golden weapons would just rise for Nia in this scene. So for her green ninja outfit, I just took this minifigure and colored her headband. So I guess that makes Lloyd the water ninja now. For our Zane variant, I decided to use the Detective Zane minifigure along with the hairpiece that Zane uses to make this minifigure over here. And this is how our minifigure would look. There wasn't really anything to color. So now because of this, I'm guessing that makes Lloyd the ice ninja. But wouldn't that make Lloyd also Detective Lloyd? The Chronicles of Detective Lloyd. Yo Kai, look what I found. What? I'm busy, can't you see? I found the one and only Minecraft Z-Blob. Dude, can I please get your autograph? Fine, I'll give you the $100. I actually made this shuriken piece by adding a bunch of tape to it, and I think it looks pretty cool. So now Detective Lloyd has a good weapon to stop villains dead in their tracks. And find out the mystery of why literally no one wants to work with him in his detective missions. Or why his dad didn't give him to Sensei Wu earlier. Or where the city toilet's sewage actually goes. Or why the 24/7 shop isn't open 24/7. What happened to Rapton's hairline? Why are Lego sets way too expensive? And if you want to know Detective Lloyd's answer, it's why not? What if the Dragon's Rising prices were lower? Okay, I'm just kidding, but who's paying $170 for a bounty without a dragon head? Anyway, what I was going to say was, what if all the ninjas survive the merge? And when I say survive, I mean they end up back in the monastery at the end of the merge. See, unlike the original timeline, we have every single one of the ninjas, and their powers, especially Cole's, can help rebuild the city. Now, another advantage the ninja have are vehicles. They have all these types of vehicles, bounties, things that can help them go out and map the lands that are unknown, or the new realms. They are powerful enough to fight off any intruders or people that try to attack them. They can gather a ton of info on realms, places, civilizations, and try to find as much information as they can on Merge and the Merge Quakes. After meeting some of the dragon wildlife, they would find out that Imperium is taking these dragons hostage. So the invasion on Imperium happens just 2 years early. However, unlike the original timeline, the ninja haven't technically met and didn't even know who Sora and Arin were. That being said, Sora never fixed the Photak, and the Photaks wouldn't be a problem to deal with. And Sora wouldn't even know that she had powers yet because she didn't meet Riyu up until 3 years after the merge, not 1. The ninjas wouldn't have met wyldfyre yet because, again, Heatwave was taken 3 years after the merge, not 1. And at the very end, the Monastery of Imperium would not appear because Zane survived the merge. So here's how I think this will go. The ninja would figure out that they could get there through sewers like they did in the original timeline. But once they realize that's actually guarded, they'd call Pixel to send vehicles their way and launch a huge attack on Imperium. Despite looking so great and all, the Imperium is still rebuilding after the events of the merge. The dragons would cause a lot of damage and penetrate through the shields, leading the ninja to be more successful, allowing them to get back to Ninjago City safely. The Empress would be really mad about what just happened, and the Empress has a lot in store for the ninja.
To enter this battle myself.
Now, since there are no new minifigures to be made, here's a what if to the what if. What if Pixel was lost in the merge and found by the Imperium? So I created this minifigure. She has an Imperium sword and these sort of like ball thingies. It's just a custom weapon I made. And so here's the minifigure without my coloring, and this the minifigure with my coloring. I made some minor face adjustments like glowing eyes and a headband. A few other ideas could be Detective Zane coming in for another run, and this time he has a gray ninja scarf. Or maybe instead of having a light blue hood, Nia could have had a gunmetal gray one. Nelson would definitely be a cool addition. While the scarf works, a purple one would be perfect for this minifigure. And lastly, what if Dareth was also the brown ninja and part of the ninja team after the merge? What if the ninjas had capes? Now, Kai was the easiest of them all simply because I already had a red cape lying around, so I just put on everything and here he is. It's definitely a funny design, but still pretty cool. Our next one was Lloyd Garmadon. Now, for our fellow green ninja, I just got him a red cape and then recolored it in green. It's so weird to see, but kind of fits at the same time. After Lloyd is Arin. For Arin, I pretty much did the same as everyone else. I gave him the cape, his armor, his head, and then his mask. Now, because Arin has a grappling gun, this is going to be really fun to make, so I just added a bunch of shots with him and his grappling gun, and I wasn't sure which one to pick, so I eventually ended up picking this one and then recolored the cape orange. And I guess the recoloring ended up really badly, but yeah, here it is. The last two Dragons Rising ninja I had were Sora and Nia. Here's a little magic trick. Ta-da, she got her cape magically, and so I recolored the cape and I think it turned out pretty well. The next person was Nia, and I just simply gave her the cape, and yeah, here's how it looks. I also got the Jay, Zane, and Cole minifigures for this video. Zane didn't come out the best, it was alright. Jay came out honestly the best, it like very smooth, and Cole is a bit weird, it's alright. But the real question is, what if Detective Zane survived the merge? Here's how I think it will go. I'm Detective Zane, and here I'm out to find the guy who started the merge. And then I saw it. Hey, you! I have a question for you. Okay, make it quick. I have to go deliver this tea. Did the merge shake you up? Huh? Like, how's life after the merge? Kinda expected. Ninjago gets hurt all the time. But yeah, if you could excuse me, I have to go deliver this tea. I'm sorry, are you saying that you didn't care that this disastrous event happened? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, nice talking to you. Bye. That guy is really sus. And so I followed him. Huh, I don't remember that bush being there before. Ah well. Suspect is going up the stairs. Best time to take over. Okay. Where am I? Hey, it's you again. I know you started the merge. Huh? Suspect is now denying it. What? No, I didn't start the merge. Oh really? Then why weren't you shaken up by it? It's literally Ninjago. This happens all the time. Wait a second, aren't you my employer? Alright, Mr. Zane, who have you found? Wait a second, is that the tea guy? Yeah, I have suspicions that he started the merge. And what made that be? He thinks so because I wasn't shaken up by the merge. Because here in Ninjago, things like that are normal. Is that your only reasoning? Yeah. So, I guess you're now under the charge of kidnapping. You're going to jail with me. I gave my employee his bag back and ran. I had to go under a different disguise now. One that no one could find me for. A mustache. And so I was walking till... Hey, is this America? A what? America, the US? I'm trying to find my way home to America. After I randomly found myself in the back alley. Can you... Oh. But that's when I saw Kai and someone else. Pythor. And so, hey ya there, partner. What are you doing? And why are you talking to Pythor? Oh, who are you again? Well, duh, it's me, Zane. So Kai, let's get back to the mod. Zane, I'll come in maybe an hour or so. You can, just go back yourself for now. What? Yeah, I just had some work to clear up because, yeah. What was that for, Kai? I'm not Kai. I thought all of you ninja were gone, but apparently there's still some left. Time to take advantage. Yeah. I lost again. Hey. Can you tell me the way to America? Oh, yeah. I could if you could break these handcuffs off. Who put you in those handcuffs? Some stupid hero. He's leaving me for the police. You want to help me get out of here? No. I stand for justice, liberty, and the rights for freedom. Wait, no, please. I'm actually a good guy. And yeah, that's my Detective Zane story. Now